The following is a presentation of TFNN. Live at TFNN, The Money Masters. Now, your Money Masters, Tom O'Brien and Steve Rhodes.
Welcome, folks. Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. We appreciate all you tigers and tigresses out here growling and prowling with us. Right now, you get the Dow down 81, Nasdaq's up 12, S&Ps are off 10. We have gold trading down 27 bucks, silver's off 80 cents. That is platinum down 22 bucks. Bonds are up a point and a half, 148.04. King dollar's up 29 at 81.94, and the euro's down 48 at 126.36. So it's going to be a wild one out here. Well, it is a wild one, folks. And the bottom line is that I expect right now, and yeah, you're all going to be in shock, that the bottom line is we're still in a bounce area, okay? This is set up for a bounce. And what I mean specifically is this, is that when you come down hard like we came down, you didn't hold price yesterday. Yes. What ends up happening now is that when you gap away like we did this morning, folks, all you do is gapping away into the high volume down day of 3 days ago. And you're not going to be able to break that because there's not enough energy. They got to work out more. We need some cause building, man.
We do. Well, the cause they're trying to build is down in Europe, in the euro.
Oh.
You know, and actually I'm going to put up here on the 10-minute chart out there at about 4 a.m. So you got the traders coming in at about 3 in the morning our time.
Right.
Okay. And so from 3 to 4, the euro was just pushing down, and you can see at 4 o'clock the bulls stepped in and said, now I don't know who the bulls were, but they did step in.
It's one of the central banks.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And they step in, and so now it's the turn of the U.S. traders to see. They're going to go down, looks like, and test that area. Right now it's at the 786 level.
Right.
So it's inside that swing point there, and we're going to find out real quick.
Yeah. I suspect, what you're going to have here, I mean, the euro's toast. It's just a matter of, the breakfast crowd's not going to be hungry for another week and a half. Oh, man, I'm telling you. If we go to Europe, you take a look at Europe, folks, what you have is the FTSE right now is down 1 8/10%. CAT in France is down 2%. You have, the DAX is down 1.7, but let's go down to the IBEX because I believe that just
2 3/10%.
Yeah, right, and it's been.
I think. Let me see. 2 and 3.
Okay,
so
it's already broke the lows once, and now it's getting ready to break them. The 63.90 again. It's another. Oh, let me see. This is probably a much larger ABC down. Oh yes, it is. Oh my God, unbelievable. Let's see. Close. Actually, no, it's not. So.
But I see you guys see what's it going against back in 1998 or so.
It's you're gonna love this. I mean, this is going against like a disaster. So let's see. On the quarterly, we did 22 million, 15 million. Let's see.
But now on the quarterly, you're still we're only in May, so you've got another 4 or 5 weeks left.
Yeah, that means it will blow it away. So you're at 6,500. That means it's going to 5,200. Oh my God!
And it was up at 16,000.
Yeah, 16,000. Right? And it did the thing you want to get out of Spain, folks, is this: the highs in 2007 was 16,000. Okay, you go down to 6,700, but you had the counter trend bounce up to 12,000.
Yeah.
So you did a 100% move.
Yeah. Right.
You went up 100%.
I understand.
So what you can get out of that is just like our markets, how they bounce. That's what it was. It was a bounce, period. So it's going to be, let's go over to that dollar. We take a look at that dollar. So the dollar now is getting its head wrapped around this 82 area. Yesterday was monster volume pushing against it. And this is going to be amazing, folks, because if this baby just hangs underneath it, it hit 82.08 so far.
Yeah.
And it's just hanging there. Actually, you know what it did? I think it already...
It took out the... tested January 13th.
It already took out the B point with volume. So, there she is right there. Well, actually, hold it, no. No, she didn't do that yet. The UUP did.
The UUP, okay.
The UUP did. The UUP saying that we're going up to 84.
Yeah, so you're using May 18th 48,000 contracts, or is that what you're using, or what are you using for the Dow?
That would be the one. Yeah. What
yeah.
happens is this: is that what we're saying is this? Okay, that is not the swing high; it's right before it. But when you have a swing high that's so close to another, and the volume characteristic is 48 versus 20, you have to use the higher one.
Yeah. You got to make it harder.
To bring bring your probability up.
That's right.
You know, no doubt. Bring that probability up and bring it up in spades.
It's a beautiful thing.
Hey, listen, man, it's a trader's paradise.
Yeah. So now volume in the ETFs. What are we taking a look at on the 10-minute charts? Anything significant?
I expect that you'll. So watch it. So we look at the 3 Qs. If you want to see how this shakes out, this is what you have. We're at 61.87, but what you're going to see is that the way that we came down yesterday is actually going to save the market from getting lower, because what happened is that on the 10-minute bar, it's 4 million shares.
Yeah.
Well, now we're coming back. We came back with 2.2 million. Now it's coming back, and, well, we got 8 more minutes. But it's going to be hard to break that, and that's all that's just energy at this point. That's all it comes down to. The larger picture, folks, is that this is building a B to a C of an ABC structure on the way down. And do not get in its way. Let me tell you something. You know, because it can be big problems. No two ways about it.
Well, what I told folks this morning was I was taking a look at the Dow.
Yeah.
And they just said, look, if this thing does close below 12,336,
okay,
then get out of the way, because it's such a large ABC down that it'll get down to those lows so quickly.
Oh yeah, big time.
And those lows being in October.
Yeah. Oh, listen, man, it's intense. It's in there. I mean, a few of these have already gone down. Well, hey,
I was looking at Occidental Petroleum this morning. I haven't, we did talk about the XLE,
right?
And how that's already set up to go back to October 4th. And of course, it's no surprise you pull up ExxonMobil or Occidental or what have you. Pull up Occidental, and it's clearly, it's got a confirmed ABC all the way down into that October 4th area.
Right.
So
Look at that.
Oh, man.
Now, if you want to hear the deviance in the marketplace and investing in general, folks, okay?
Yeah.
Here it is. Good old Toll Brothers, right? Bottom line, they come out with numbers this morning, okay? So Toll Brothers, folks, has gone from $18 to $28. Now, Toll Brothers, bottom line, and of course you know that I'm a real estate bull, beyond belief. Now, what do, folks? Well, they build, bottom line luxury houses. They have high-end places. Most of them are actually in Florida. The low's 13, the high's 28. Well, you know what? They talk about blowing numbers out of the water, okay? The acceleration, Toll Brothers' largest luxury home builder reported second quarter profit. Net income was $16.9 million compared to a loss of $20 million. Bottom line is that their orders, let's see. So the orders, I believe, went up. Yeah, their orders, the quarterly orders, folks, went up 47%.
Yeah.
Okay. And yes, it is deviant, but bottom line, folks, is that is where it's at.
And they've got they're holding on to cheap inventory.
Oh,
right? So they got...
Well, what they did is this. They were smart. What they did is that when they were one of the first ones to sell all their land at a huge loss.
Yes.
But what ended up happening, the way they did it, what happened, folks, is the law had changed then. In the cloud, you could go back 5 years versus 3. So when they sold all the land, they got a tax rebate for all the taxes they paid.
Right.
Then they went back in, and as they're going back in, they start really heavily going back in the market 2 years ago, buying everything up again at lower prices.
Yeah. I know somebody else that's going to be buying things at lower prices.
Listen, folks, at good old Tiger, we opened a Tiger real estate fund. If you're an accredited investor, you're interested in Florida, because we're specifically right here, you can email us at tigerfund@tfnn.com. And because it's, folks, let me tell you something, man. This is like gold at 282.
It is.
It's even better, actually, because it throws off cash like ASAP. Let's go to Jim in Minneapolis. Hey, Jim, what's going on?
Hey, Tom, how are you?
Doing great, man. You having a good day out there?
Yeah, just, growling and prowling up in Minneapolis here.
That's a beautiful thing, man.
Summertime up there, Jim?
Hey, listen, man, I love my Tiger torch. He sent me a...
Oh, the lighter, right?
I got my Tiger
for your
torch.
cigars.
Yeah.
I love it.
I thought you'd like that. It's
it's too bad. It's too bad. I had it right on me yesterday, all day.
Yeah.
I took it by mistake. I normally leave it at home. I don't smoke cigars in the in the office.
A new addition to the Tiger lineup, right?
That's right, man. That's right.
Tiger torch, so you can light up all that real estate you're going to buy down there.
That's right. That's right,
yeah.
man.
I like it.
It's a field day.
It is a field day.
It's funny listing. I mean, you got to get all over. I was down there and met. I mean, it's insane what's going on down there.
Folks, it's so far over the top. Let me tell you something. This is what's really wild. I mean, picture something. I'm from Boston, and up there I knew every doorknob. Down here I know every doorknob. But the reality. So watch what happens in Florida. What happens in Florida is this: is that you have folks that. This is the third crash I've seen, too, by the way. This is, people think this is the first crash in real estate. This is the third one in 30 years, 35 years.
Yeah.
Okay? And what happens, Texas crashed, Florida crashed before, Alaska crashed before, Boston crashed before, California crashed before. Sure. The difference in this one is that the real estate market crashed, but it crashed all over the country, and then the financial markets crashed. Okay? So that makes it dramatically different. And there were just everyone that was in the real estate market never should have been in it, because they thought you could just make money hand over fist on a continual basis. The key to Florida is this: is that there's plenty of people that own second homes. There's people that own 5 homes, okay?
Sure.
That never should have owned one. So what ends up happening is you get all this beautiful inventory that is a quality of life that's beyond belief.
Yes.
And they cash flow positive ASAP. This is not, it's not even, you can't even do this out of play. You can't do it in Boston right now. You can't do it in most of the country right now. That's the reality. So, anyway, it's a trip, no doubt.
Yeah.
What are we going to look at today?
CALL. I'm looking at it. I bought a little bit here this morning.
This is cool. This is the Magic Jack, folks.
Yeah, well, it's a classic. CEO borrows against his stock and gets blown out at the bottom. Margin called out of his stock.
Really?
Yeah, million shares.
Wow. Okay, so let's take a look. You got Magic Jack. Now, this folks, okay, if you haven't heard of Magic Jack, well, you know what? You are more than likely an alien.
No. It means you don't watch television.
Yeah, thank God. Yeah, you're probably better off. Yeah.
Or your TiVo without the commercials. So
that's a fact. The advertising is amazing. The low is $9.42. The high is $28. Okay, so let's see what she's doing. So let me put this on a yearly first.
Yeah, they have an Android app coming out in a couple of weeks too. For you can run it on your smartphones and call anywhere free. And I don't use it myself, but I guess they're going to earn over $2.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Okay, so you're at 1701. 1681 is decent. We don't have volume at highs though. We have volume off the highs. This one you got to watch out for. This wants to go lower, Jim. This can get into 1368, man.
I'm just dating this one. I'm not married.
Yeah, no, I'm with
okay.
that. This is
I love
why.
that.
So you get the high volume. You get a high with low volume. But then the way that came off that high is problematic, from 25 to 20. So it's like, this looks to me like the halfway move down,
And if you got stops and exits, it's not a blind date. It is just a date.
Well, for me, it's a blind date.
You stay right there. This is Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien, Jim from Minneapolis. We're going to be right back.
Kate Stalter's exciting newsletter, Low Priced Leaders, has just launched, and now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial. Every Wednesday afternoon, Kate sends out her weekly newsletter to her subscribers, where she focuses on small cap stocks with market caps under $2 billion, as well as low-priced equities with share prices ranging from $5 to $12. Kate tracks a variety of stocks with a combination of strong technical support and solid fundamentals. Many of the stocks featured will be recent IPOs. These newer issues are often some of the biggest price gainers in the market and provide an excellent opportunity for substantial gains if timed correctly. You can catch Kate Stalter live on Tiger TV with her Small Cap Roundup every Tuesday and Thursday at 11 a.m. Eastern Time, and visit TFNN.com right now to get your 2-week free trial to her brand new newsletter, Low Priced Leaders, while locking in the low introductory monthly rate of only $37.50 per month, almost a 50% discount. Act now. TFNN is proud to bring you the cutting edge of investment newsletters. Ken Shreve's Ultimate Growth Stocks.
Ken is a top-down investor who lets price and volume and the major stock indices tell him when to be in the market and when to be out. By using his unique blend of fundamental and technical analysis, Ken will protect your hard-earned capital while realizing breakout gains. Go to TFNN.com today, click Investment Newsletters, and get Ken Shreed's Ultimate Growth Stocks free for 2 weeks.
You take a hands-on approach to managing your investments, and whether you're bullish or bearish on Chinese stocks, the ETFs from Direction Shares are there to help you magnify your perspective. Bull ETFs for a rising market and bear ETFs for a falling market. Direction Shares gives you the tools for both sides of the trade. Discover how we can help at DirectionShares.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction Shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction Shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction Shares at 800-851-0511. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors employing dynamic strategies. Investors in the fund should understand the consequences of seeking daily investment results, understand the risk of shorting, and intend to actively monitor and manage their investments. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC. It's that time of year again, and the Great Panther Silver Summer Silver Giveaway is back. Every day in June, Monday through Friday, we'll be giving away a Great Panther Silver 1-ounce silver bar, and all you have to do to enter is visit the front page of TFNN.com and fill out your entry. Great Panther Silver and TFNN wishing you a great start to the summer. Sign up today to have a chance to win a 1-ounce silver bar during the Great Panther Silver Summer Silver Giveaway the whole month of June at TFNN.com.
At Tiger Metal Exchange, we pay you more for converting your jewelry to cash.
Let's go to Brian in New Jersey. Hey, Brian, what's going on?
Hey, Tom, I just want to let you know I did give you some jewelry. My jeweler offered me about $650. I should get a check in the mail tomorrow for about $1,200.
At Tiger Metal Exchange, it's all about honesty when converting your jewelry to cash.
Okay, let's go to Paul in Florida first. Hey, Paul, what's going on?
I want to commend you on the Tiger Metal Exchange. I just did a deal with you guys the other day.
Oh, good.
I'm very happy.
Well, I appreciate it. Now,
Yeah.
Did you sell us jewelry or did you buy coins off us?
Yeah, I sold you jewelry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
What we weighted at was less than you guys said, so, you're totally honest.
At Tiger Metal Exchange, we give you the tools to value your gold, and it's absolutely free. Call 866-618-8888 or log on to TigerMetalExchange.com. We've created the easiest, safest, and most honest cash for gold process. Tiger Metal Exchange. It's the only call you need to make.
This segment is brought to you by Goldfields. For more information, just click the Goldfields banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. We got Steve from Minneapolis. We got Jim from Minneapolis. We got over you. Tigers and Tigers is growling and prowling out here. Right now, you get the Dow down 128, Nasdaq off 27, S&Ps are off 13, and we were just talking with about a Magic Jet call, and hey, Jim.
Yeah.
So, folks, you got to listen to this. This is so cool; it's unbelievable. So, you just heard Steve. Steve was talking. Steve was saying that, well, at least it's not a blind date. Well, you got to understand something, that Jim is blind. Okay. Now, what's so cool? And Jim and I get a story, too, because this is an amazing story. So I just said to Steve, Jim, I says, this is crazy, man, because I says, you just picked up on the energy, right? Do you know what I mean? So watch how energy works, folks. This is amazing. So Jim was down here with his family, like a month ago, right?
Yeah, in March.
Okay, so check this out. We're grooving, we had a couple glasses of wine, we're smoking a cigar, and then we decide we'll take a ride down the beach, right?
Yes.
So we're riding down the beach and we're talking about, what's here and what's there. Well, folks, if you've ever been to Clearwater Beach, number one, it's beautiful. But we pull up to the right where all the boats are and all this stuff. And Jim says to me, he says, what's here? Is this like where they take all the parachutes out? Do you remember that? Right?
Yeah.
And I said, you're not going to believe this, man. The sign is right in front of you.
I love it.
It was so cool, man. I mean, it was just so cool. It was amazing. And it's amazing. It really is, man.
That Clearwater is just insane.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, it really is, man.
It's just incredible. Huge sand, and Florida's just it used the opportunity real estate, I mean, it's insane what you can get down there.
No doubt, man. So how's the wife? How's the children? Everyone good?
Yeah, we're just 100 an hour and 5 different directions, and business has been good. And
and folks, he's a financial professional. He's in the business. So if you're up in Minneapolis and you're looking for a great financial advisor, man, that's the guy you want to get.
Absolutely.
Got action. Tom, I have one more question for you.
Yes.
On a stock, ERF.
Ford?
No, it's Enterplus Resources.
Oh, ERF, okay.
Oh, here's one that's been, talk about getting blasted.
Okay, so is this Energy Plus, is that correct?
Yep.
Okay,
exactly.
so let's take a look at it. You get Energy Plus. Let's see. Gas exploration company owns a large portfolio of income-generating crude oil and gas properties. The low is 13, which is today. High 32. Okay, so I'll maximize this baby. Let's see what we got. Oh man, yeah, I wouldn't be touching this.
I'm just where it's been blasted, but where do you think it goes to?
This thing can literally
go into single digits.
Yeah, this can go to $1.69.
Here's a lesson why you need stops. Because I did not put a stop in on this one myself personally, but you could, you light the candles, you get the rosary beads out, and the thing comes.
Well, you can put a stop in now, man. See, this is what's going on. So check this out. You're coming down on a monthly basis with 39 million shares.
Yep, big ball.
Going into 19, going into 24, man. And, you're under those levels, man. And that's just like, once you're into those levels, there's no stopping it.
Get out of town.
Yeah, man. I definitely would, man, because the way this looks to me, this is not good.
Yeah, they're every day they lean all. I mean, it's just, the thing is just, anyway.
Okay, brother.
A lesson. Thanks. We love you guys. Take care.
Yeah, you
love
bet.
it, man. Have a great one. Have a safe one.
So we're getting our Euro test right now. It has finally gotten below the week of August 27, 2010.
It's done.
That was 1.25861. So it got down there. It got down to so far low of 1.25771. It's rejecting that area right now on the weekly chart. And that's the test that at least that's the test I was looking for.
Hey, listen, we're all going to be, the next Tiger meeting, folks, going to be in the Amalfi Coast.
I love it.
We're not kidding around. Get over to the Amalfi Coast and have, hey, listen, let me tell you something. You know what the long-term goal is? Folks, when I do things, I mostly do things for 5 or 10 years, okay? The larger pictures.
Right.
So check this out. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to ride the real estate here for about 4 or 5 years here, right?
Yeah.
But by that time, so watch what's going to happen. You ride it here 4 or 5 years, right? Then you go up the food chain, right?
Yes.
And what'll end up happening, then, bang, going to ride the whole Europe thing. Because by then, that's going to collapse, and you go over there and ride that.
I love it.
Because the reality, folks, is that there is only so much real estate. There is only so much land. When you take the correlation about what it just takes to take one piece of wire, and when you break, I wish I could just buy these houses. Well, I can buy the house, I wish you could break them down and sell them like junk cars. You get 4 times your money then.
I love it.
Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien, you stay right there, folks. We're coming right back.
You've heard Tom O'Brien on the air, and you've always thought about trying out his newsletter, Market Insights. Well, now is the perfect time. For a limited time only, when you sign up for a 2-week free trial to Market Insights, we'll send you a free copy of Tom O'Brien's best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System. If you decide to cancel within the 2-week trial period, pay absolutely nothing, and keep Tom's book as a free gift from us. Tom sends out his daily newsletter each morning by 9:30 a.m. with trade recommendations, including price targets and price stops. As recently as March 21st, Market Insights subscribers closed out a position for more than a 25% profit in just over 2 weeks. To get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights, along with your free copy of The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, visit the front page of TFNN.com. Supplies are limited for this one-of-a-kind special, so act today and don't let this opportunity pass you by. Offer only valid for new subscribers. In just December of last year, the price of gold was down over 10%. In today's highly volatile gold market, you need someone in your corner that understands the complex relationships that exist within the price of gold, as well as within a variety of gold equities. Whether it's the South African gold miners and knowing how the Rand-dollar relationship will affect their bottom line, or understanding how John Paulson's $5 billion trade in the GLD can move the market, Tom O'Brien gives you the direction you need to become a better trader each week in his newsletter, The Gold Report. With over 20 individual equities covered and almost another 20 on the potential watch list each week, in addition to covering the XAU, HUI, GLD, and dollar, The Gold Report is a great source for any trader that is looking to be diversified in today's volatile gold market. For your 30-day free trial to Tom O'Brien's Gold Report, log on to TFNN.com today. Don't miss out on this great offer. Act now.
What type of investor are you? Conservative, moderate, or aggressive? No matter your investor personality, your overall portfolio should reflect your financial goals, time horizon, and your risk tolerance. Help ensure your portfolio is appropriately invested with an asset allocation plan from Morgan Stanley Smith Barney. Simply picking the right stocks is not enough. Research has shown that choosing the right proportion of stocks, bonds, and cash is essential to the success of your long-term investments. Morgan Stanley Smith Barney believes that a carefully selected portfolio can lower volatility and increase investment return potential. Find out about what asset allocation and a Morgan Stanley Smith Barney financial advisor can do for you. Call Angela O'Brien, First Vice President and Certified Financial Planner of the Clearwater, Florida branch at 727-441-6108 today to discuss your personal financial needs. Asset allocation does not assure a profit or protect against loss in declining financial markets. Investments and services are offered through Morgan Stanley Smith Barney, LLC. Member SIPC.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when temporary market spikes move against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a new and innovative Chicago-based exchange registered with the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their trading platform. Nadex never charges a fee to use their platform, which even includes real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped, and you have the advantage of keeping your trades open even when the market temporarily spikes against you. Nadex's innovation has allowed them to come up with a line of unique short-term binary options that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com, or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors.
This segment is brought to you by Crocodile Gold. For more information, just click the Crocodile Gold banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
King Dollar! King Dollar!
Baby, oh baby.
King Dollar's on the move, folks, okay? Let me tell you something. It's Go Long America, and it's a beautiful thing. You know, it really is, man. I mean, you know, the thing that I really love about it, I swear, is that what happens, folks, is this. If I've learned anything inside the financial business, is that if you're not out there trading like we are and really understanding, and it takes a while, there's no doubt, but understanding what the vehicles are, right?
Yeah.
Most folks are actually doing is they're just listening to someone else. So if something gets said somewhere, then they're, without actually factually going into it, saying, okay, well, what does it mean?
For sure.
So now the big companies are having the biggest problem because they've basically been non-transparent for a huge amount of time, and that's how they've been making money.
Sure.
You know, and they were claiming that forever, this weak dollar's killing us. That's all they wanted was a weak dollar.
Oh, absolutely. No, of course, no, absolutely.
It's amazing.
I take a look at us and what we do, what we provide, and the information. And I think it was a caller from 2 days ago that had just, there are a bunch of new radio stations that are picking up the signal, right? Was calling in, and he said he just, was just surfing around. A couple guys had just been surfing around their radio. It heard you, basically saying, the information's so straightforward.
Right.
Which is, he was able to pick up on it, just listening to you for, a few minutes, which is always great.
Right.
And to me, when I came in yesterday, I think it was because today's one, yesterday, And all that was in the news was, that it was the largest point game in 2012. And that everybody, and that's all. Now,
right.
The news, look, the folks that are at CNBC, they got a team of people doing research.
Right.
So the ability to have all that information, for me, most of it's got to go back from my mind, my memory.
That's right.
Or some other report that I did when I looked into that to really see what that means. And that's why I came in here and said, folks, that is the absolute. Now, nobody was out there saying, you know what? It's too bad because that's really a sign of a bear market.
Right.
It's not a sign of a bull market.
Isn't that intense?
Yet they could have done that. And I said, so just as the example, because I don't want anybody to believe that that's my opinion. I just look at the facts. The facts were, the 10 of the top 20 largest point game and percentage gain days were in the market from 2007 all the way down to lows in 2009.
Right. So just
it's not a characteristic of a bull market is just
you got it.
Going up orderly.
Isn't that amazing, folks? That's why you always want to be cognizant of the fact of what the type of bounces that are in a bear market. Now,
remember some of those bounces in 2007 to 2009. Sometimes they were scary, folks. It'd be up 800 points. Still be short,
Listen. We got the short part of that, and in the newsletter, and I personally get the long part of the 800 points. I walked out of here. You get a picture of something, folks. My trading office used to be where this office is here. Now I have another one. But I walked out of here and looked at my son. I says, Tommy, you are not going to believe it because the market had gapped up, and I had loaded to the gills. I whipped those off and went on the other side again. I couldn't believe it. That was the biggest day I think I ever had. It was that was like over the top. And what that had to do with, folks, if you hadn't, and I'll do this again, but if you went to the Tick and Trend webinar I did, that's how I got that deal, because it had to do with energy, it had to do with came in there, and it was like.
That's really great. That's really a great workshop that you put on, and the reason is that. It's not something that you use every day.
No.
But it is one of those things that you're using in the areas when there totally is fear in the marketplace.
Totally.
And you like to be able to get rid of the fear.
Right.
Just go back and take a look at because the market's always continually giving you information. In that case there, you've been able to put something together that is, dynamite.
Yeah. Now, Steve has up here, folks, okay, this is one of the most beautiful charts I've seen in a long time. And no matter where you are in the United States of America right now, or in the world for that fact, okay, let me tell you something. What you're looking at here is that you're looking at a break. Now, how far does that go back?
It goes all the way back into 2001.
Okay, so
even further back,
so check this out, folks. And this is my thought process too. There's no doubt. Listen, folks, this break. So what has happened here is this: there's a trend line in a channel. Now, channels, folks, takes months or years to develop. In this case. We just had the Channel King.
Exactly. Bud was in the den this morning.
I mean, Mr. Bud Rolf's in the den. He's the Channel King. No two ways about it.
Absolutely.
Well, bottom line, folks, is that we broke this channel with conviction.
Yeah.
Wide price spread, accelerated volume. Now, you know what happens, folks, when you do that? You know where you're going?
Yeah.
You're going back to 120.
Yeah.
120. 120. You better
That's good. I go get some cheap sake and sushi.
Let me tell you something, man. It's 120. Oh my God. People are going to lock me up. Next time I go back on CNBC, I'm going to tell them the dollar's going to go to 120, and they're going to know what to do. Because if they say, well, you're out of your mind, well, they say, well, what's wrong? Don't you want it to go to 120? Why don't you want it to go to 120?
Exactly.
Hey, why don't you want it to go to 120?
Yeah.
Okay,
well,
what's the
they
problem?
don't, because it's bad for business. That's why.
And you know what,
the
folks,
correlation changes.
What will happen is that the corporations will get acclimated to this. It just take a couple years. That's the bottom line. Because what you have here is that you have a. We went up. I saw them get. Let's see. If I pull this back, from 80. 87, 88, 89. 89, we really started moving up. So they made plenty of money on the way up. But what they have to do is that they have to really produce versus just make money on the currencies.
Right.
Which is a whole different ballgame. Now, of course, with King Dollar going up, well, you know what, folks? The gold lows are going to be challenged. We were just talking here. I expect what you're going to have here, gold's going to jump the creek. And it's getting close now, but, I don't expect it's going to blow away that 1528, but it'll wake up in the morning, and it will be,
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. What will happen is that the corporations will get acclimated to this. It just take a couple years. That's the bottom line.
Now, who's meeting? Is somebody meeting today? The G8 or, like somebody out there?
Yeah,
I really never pay too much attention.
No.
I just pay attention to the charts. It's so much easier. I put music on, I look at charts, and maybe the television's on with some CNBC stuff just to look up and see what something's trading at.
No,
but not to hear the noise. I want some nice music in the background.
Music's where it's at, folks. If you haven't done that when you're trading with music in the background, it's totally where it's at. There's no two ways about it. Let's go to Bill in Sarasota. Hey, Bill, what's going on?
Hey, good morning, Steve. Tommy, how you doing?
We're doing great, man.
Hey, take a look at TZA. I got out of it waiting for the bounce, and there hasn't been one. So where would you get back in at?
Let's take a look at it. You get TZA. TZA, folks, is the direction 300% bear position. And I would just sit there and, just hang tight. You know what I'm saying?
You still think the bounce is coming?
I not only think the bounce is coming, I just bought this market about 10 minutes ago.
I got you.
Yeah.
All right, I appreciate that.
Okay, man, have a great one. Have a safe one. And this is why, folks, okay? So watch what you're doing here. Now, this is always... You'll love this. Hey, where's my horns? Okay, so watch how this goes, folks. If I take the SPY... Okay, you're in the SPY, and you got to remember something, that when you gap down, gap away after something like this, it takes a huge amount of energy out of the marketplace. But what you have down at these bottoms here, when we talk about, you got to remember something, you're always in the money management business, the probability business.
Right.
Well, what we have on the 18th is a high volume low, which I really like. And the reason I like the high volume low is that what happens there is that's where you can put your stop. You don't even have to go to the end. Okay?
Right.
So... in this case, what my speculation was, which turned out right, was that wouldn't be able to get enough juice coming down here. So on the SPY, what we did is that we did 7 million shares. We did 6 million shares. Well, the bottom's coming into 16 million shares, and it's coming into 8.7. So what the game plan is this. The game plan is that, you're buying down at this area. You're looking for 2-3 points on the 1-to-1 and more on the other ones.
Right.
But you're looking for that very quickly. I'm talking about today or tomorrow. I'm not going to go over the weekend with them. That's the bottom line. And it has to do with both. It has to do both with the energy and that the market's open and you can put on a position like that.
Yeah.
So.
But you do have. So let's see. You've got hour and 15 minutes, 49 million shares on the SPY. So what's the general market got?
We got.
49, 6 hours. We got
177 million.
That's light.
Yeah, it's light volume. What would have to happen, though, is that what does happen is that with downdrafts like this, folks, is this. I mean, this thing, you can just get blown away. My take is that it won't, and the reason it won't is that it's Wednesday and a holiday week.
Yeah.
Wednesday and a holiday week, folks, okay? Just remember breathing, how markets breathe. And what I suspect you're going to get some kind of a bounce out of here. Lighter volume, that's the B2C, and that's the deviance in markets.
Yeah.
And that's what makes it a trader's paradise, folks. So, see, when you have markets that you're moving both ways, that's where it's at.
You got Apple holding things up. It's a flat. Up a couple pennies or what have you.
And that's all.
It's a Dow off 150, so kind of a little divergence there.
No, it is. And the sad part, is, on a longer-term basis, is that Apple's going to keep everyone long. Isn't that crazy?
Yes.
And folks, let me tell you something. So, picture what happened last night at my house. You're going to love this. Last night, so Justin is coming home from college. He just graduated an MBA. His girlfriend Katrina is coming home. She just graduated with a bachelor's. And so I walk in the house. Angie, Justin, and Katrina are at the kitchen counters, right?
Yeah.
Now, each one of them have an Apple device. Okay? And they're looking for apartments for Justin and Katrina, right?
Yeah.
Well, I felt left out. I'm looking over there. So I went in my briefcase and I got my iPad.
Oh, you did?
Right?
Oh, that's
and
great.
I start laughing. I says, well, look at this. So I hit the iPad. And I says, what can all of you get out of this, right? And what they said is that...
That would be trading lower.
Well, listen, okay? So, as we're looking at it, that's how popular Apple is. I said, well, what I get out of it, I says, how many more devices can I buy you?
Yeah.
Everyone has them.
Yes.
Okay, now I just got Angie another phone, though.
Oh, you did?
That was last Sunday. But you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it gets really interesting there, folks, okay? So how many more, devices can be? And so each one of them, too, which is really funny, each one of them do have iPads plus iPhones.
Yeah.
But it was like, okay, I really looked at it as the same,
Yeah. So, that obviously Dell is getting hit.
Yeah.
They should be down today. I don't see them on my
they can
screen here, but they're not at least a leader in the clubhouse. But and they don't really have. I don't believe that they have a.
Down.
I don't believe that they have a pad device. They're on the way back to the October.
Okay, so check this
area.
out. Yeah, Dell's down 255, folks, and that it's 1153, I believe, is the top of the. How's that for remembering? 1143. How's that?
I love it.
So 1143 is the top of the lows, of the highs of 09.
Yeah.
And that's important to understand because, you know what, folks? I just said to Steve, for the next year and a half, we're going to have a field day here on both ways because that's where we're going. This thing is, the game is up. Well, the game's just getting going, depending on which side of the deal you want to be on here.
So you got gold testing that big downdraft day from September 26, 2011. That's one of the areas that it's tested. Got down, to 1535.
You got 139,000 contracts. Hey, they just might decide to
smoke it today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got. Let me see. So we got a large ABC down. So you got a confirmed ABC down. 15.
Maybe the banks in Europe are selling their gold to get cash
$50. Well, so watch what you have. We get another $20 down in gold probably right now. So watch what you have, folks. Understanding the technicals are easy. The fundamentals are just as easy. But let me walk you through this for a second. India is still the largest buyer of gold.
Right.
Okay. Well, have you seen the rupee lately?
No, I haven't even paid attention to
Well,
it.
folks, what happens is this. Is that in order for India to buy gold,
yes,
they have to take their rupees and put it as dollars.
Okay.
Then the dollars buy gold.
Okay.
Because you only can buy gold on dollars.
Okay, yeah.
Well, guess what, folks? The rupee has gone down 20% in 5 weeks. Oh, really? So how much gold, how much rupees do you think they have to buy dollars?
Right.
That's excluding today. Okay? The dollar just went up again. The bottom line is that takes that demand and sucks it out of the marketplace. It's pretty. These currencies, man, are so cool, folks. Let me tell you something. If you can wrap your head around these currencies, and it takes a while. There's no doubt about that. But wrapping them around it really opens a lot of different things up to you that you want to know, because going forward, that's how this is.
I sure think that it does. I sure think that it does. And in my newsletter this morning, as I was putting together all the screens, and there's all kinds of charts, but I started to really put the piece of the puzzle together. It's like, okay, this is cool. Here's a piece that we need, and that was the weekly chart on the euro, okay, U.S. dollar, and the Dow had made a bullish engulf. The Dow was the only index that made a bullish candle on Monday. Okay, and now it didn't get a confirmation yesterday because it closed $1 below.
Right.
Okay, so that said, okay, maybe it's going to come down and test it, but it was easy to sit there and put the piece of the puzzle, look at them, step back, and just be able to correlate and draw the line in the sand.
Exactly.
And today is a day where we're going to get a real release of information, which is great.
Huge.
You look for those days. When you're in the middle of the floor, you don't know which way it's going. I love it.
It's a beautiful thing. Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien, all you tigers and tigresses. Listen, folks, no matter where you're listening, remember, on any device, any portable device you have, you can get all the audio at tfnn.mobi. That's 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You stay right there. We're coming right back.
Are you looking for a precision edge in the market? Something that can stack the odds in your favor? Then look into Larry Pesavento's new trading newsletter, Patterns, Profits, and Peace of Mind. In each weekly issue, Larry explains what's going to happen in the markets based on the pattern he sees developing and gives you actionable trade ideas based on those patterns. Plus, you'll get his detailed analysis on a variety of markets and sectors, including stocks, treasury bonds, the gold market, oil, the dollar, the forex market, and more. And you'll get the Technical Corner segment, which is a short but powerful weekly training session on trading. You'll you'll get access to all the patterns Larry is seeing in the markets, plus the Astro Harmonics and powerful Bradley stock market model that Larry utilizes for less than $5 a day. An extremely potent combination that will give you just the edge you've been looking for. Try patterns, profits, and peace of mind absolutely free for 2 weeks. Go to tfnn.com and click on the free trial link at the top of the page. That's an $85 value, yours free when you register right now. Get Larry's patterns, profits, and peace of mind and get the edge you've been looking for.
At Tiger Metal Exchange, we pay you more for converting your jewelry to cash.
Let's go to Brian in New Jersey. Hey, Brian, what's going on?
Hey, Tom, just want to let you know I did give you some jewelry. My jeweler offered me about $650, but you get a check in the mail tomorrow for about $1,200.
At Tiger Metal Exchange, it's all about honesty when converting your jewelry to cash.
Okay, let's go to Paul in Florida first. Hey, Paul, what's going on?
I want to commend you on the Tiger Metal Exchange. I just did a deal with you guys the other day.
Oh, good.
And very happy.
Well, I appreciate it. Now, did you sell us jewelry or did you buy coins off us?
I sold you jewelry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
What we weighted at was less than you guys said, so, you're totally honest.
At Tiger Metal Exchange, we give you the tools to value your gold, and it's absolutely free. Call 866-618-8888 or log on to TigerMetalExchange.com. We've created the easiest, safest, and most honest cash for gold process. Tiger Metal Exchange. It's the only call you need to make.
David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to tfnn.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today. Great Basin Gold is a mining company engaged in the exploration and development of 2 emerging gold properties in Nevada and South Africa with a total resource base of more than 23 million gold ounces. Great Basin's Burnstone mine in South Africa opened in February of this year with a resource of 20 million gold ounces, becoming the first mine to open in the historic Witwatersrand Basin in the last 30 years. The Burnstone mine is projected to have a 25-year mine life and is fully financed with production anticipated to be over 250,000 ounces per year at a cash cost of only $450 per ounce. The Hollister mine in Nevada became fully integrated in the 4th quarter of 2010 with annual production estimates of 110,000 ounces of gold per year over the 8-year mine life at a cash cost of only $527 per ounce. Great Basin Gold is cash flow positive and trades on the Toronto and New York stock exchanges under the symbol GBG.
Catch Basil Chapman as he uses his Chapman Wave methodology to call the markets. The Tiger Technicians Hour, next on TFNN.
Welcome back, folks. Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. Appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. And, folks, if you haven't test drove the Nadex platform, come over to our website at tfnn.com. This is an outstanding exchange. You can trade all markets. You can trade them as spreads. You can trade them as binaries. This is a great time to test it out. You get so watch this. Right now, I want to just show you something. So, what a spread is that you have the ceiling and you have the floor. Well, there's a floor out here of 1305 in the S&P. Right now, you're at 1300. You have a ceiling of a 1335. Now, what that means, folks, is this: is that if you bought 5 contracts, okay, and you have that premium that is out there, no doubt, at 1307.
You buy the index or the ES Mini?
The ES Mini.
Okay.
So watch what happens here. I'm going to risk $120. This is funny money, okay? I'm just on this. I'm going to risk $120 to make $1,380.
Okay.
So
10 to 1.
Yeah,
More.
10 to 1. That's the total amount of risk.
Yeah.
And on a high volatility day, folks, it's totally where it's at.
So next case here, the close would have to be what was
what
it?
Happens is this.
So 4:15.
At 4:15, I need number one to have it close over 1305.
Okay.
Every point over 1305, I'm making money.
Okay.
The most amount of money I can make is if it went to 1335.
Okay,
that means
so 1335 is your ceiling.
That's the ceiling, okay? What's so sweet about these, just so you understand how these work, okay, is that if you were trading the E-mini, if I was trading the E-mini right now, right,
Yeah.
and I was wrong on this deal, well, E-mini could go down 5 or 10 points. You'd have to stop yourself out.
That's right.
In this case, that's it. I get a $120 trade. That's it. End of story. Then I can make 10 to 1 on.
Yeah.
So we'll see where it shakes out.
And on the floor, though, you're never being stopped out.
You're never being stopped out. It can go underneath the floor.
4:15.
It can go out underneath the floor, folks, by 30 S&P points. It doesn't matter. You can't lose more than 120. If it goes underneath the floor and it comes back on the other side, bingo, you made money.
Yeah.
You know, these things are absolutely. These things are they're gonna challenge the futures market in a huge way, because anyone that trades futures, you want to wrap your head around these folks, because the dynamic. Well, I'm convinced. The only way that you can lose money, okay, is what? You don't take stops.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
That's the reality,
no
folks.
question.
Okay, you're not going to be wrong that many times.
That's right.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's the reality.
Yeah.
What this does is it puts it in for you.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Which is a whole different ballgame. Trade on the platform first so you can understand the ceilings and the floors and the ceilings. But once you do, you're off to the races.
Yeah.
So, gonna be a wild day. Let's go see what Europe's been doing.
Yeah, you got the DAX.
Yeah. So Europe is
down
2.5% across the board.
Yeah.
Spain's down 3.5%. In the 6400s now.
So what the DAX is doing? It's also been traveling inside this channel here. So it's just testing the bottom of the channel. Now, it happens to be inside the October 28th day. That low is 63.05.
Okay.
62.83. But just like King Dollar for months, for years, was traveling inside its channel line.
Wow.
Right now, the DAX, it's got lower to go, but the channel line, Bud's channel lines are holding it in place. Pretty
it's a beautiful thing.
Absolutely.
Let's take a look at some of the high volume stocks, even though we don't have high volume out here. But we're going to have a look at that. See,
you're in the.
Yeah, I'm in the DAX.
I love it.
The high volume stocks in the DAX.
Okay. Oh, I love
look at that. That's pretty. What I can do here. This is pretty amazing. I can go all over the world, folks, with one click of a button and get the high volume stocks no matter where. But
I love it.
It's a beautiful thing. Listen, folks, you stay right there. Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien, and we...
Basel. We're going up to Basel,
it's a beautiful
Chapman.
thing. Going up to Newton, Massachusetts. We got Basel Chapman's going to be growling and prowling with you. Then Tucson, Arizona, Larry Pesavento back here with David White and myself. Have a great one, folks. Have a safe one.
Take care, folks.